the Catanduanes State University, in partnership with the Crocio Science Research Unit and Journal, Kochi University, Japan, the Foundation Philippine Environment, Caritas, Philippines, and the Provincial Local Government Unit of Catanduanes, and in grateful appreciation of the expertise and knowledge shared during the event. Given this 30th day of September 2017 at CSU Vera Catanduanes, Philippines. Together with Dr. JB Masajka, please. Same certificate and plaque of recognition is also given to Ms. Maria Sharon Ariola. A round of applause for our guest speakers, please.
Thank you, Dr. Vela. We are now about to end the symposium, and of course, we will have the closing ceremony at the Amenia Beach Resort. As I have mentioned earlier, there will be some informal discussion because we plan to have it a formal roundtable discussion, but you see, intellectual exercise has to end somewhere because we are supposed to discuss these issues, and I am really willing to discuss many of these problems that were raised earlier, but the religion something is, I think it's not within the frame of this symposium. Scientific publication here is journal publication, book publication, chapter in a book, monographs. You can also have a series of, say, let's say, serials, and also creative works, poems, anthologies that will be part of this. Then we are now going to uh, go into the closing ceremony by having a outdoor live band. So you may come in different attires if you want. Don't have a costume here, and then that's the end of the symposium. Then it will be, we will be requesting each one, each institution to share what they want to share and want to get from this symposium, or whether they would like to continue this for a national event again, then we can actually address it. And the tour, which is now, as you see, it stops already, and you Miss Iris Buliosos will, perhaps as a marine scientist, will try to check if the oceanic storms, the storm is coming. We will not say that one. Madam, this is now, actually, it's your decision to continue. But in my, as the chair of the tour, Mr. Dr. Safe, he said that it will be later for the decision. So we will now request that you have to go to your clusters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Occupy the vans or the transform the vehicle for you. And is it mixed with the different? Is it all right, Dr. Florent, Dr. Claveria? You will joining with the others, no? Then, of course, the rest. Okay, would like to hear before we proceed to Amenya. May I request from our university president to share something like we're supposed to hear the synthesis today, but we'll give it there, no? And we'll flash on the screen the water quality analysis of Amenya, whether it is safe because we have chlorophyll count already. And last night we collected samples and we had the Amphibia 2 gadget, which our president purchased to our climate change center, headed by Engineer Susito. We will give you the data sets. If the water is safe for you to swim, it will always be safe. So may we request the president to give her message for today, almost about to end.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Jim. Good morning, everyone. Truly, I'm pleased. I'm happy that we have this event. I know it was a very productive activity full of insights, which could be our basis for further engagement, for further collaboration. So what is important is we have started, and I know it will be the start of a bigger journey for each one of us as far as research and publication and development is concerned. Um, we have more time for exploring the island province and your exposure to the various ecosystems. I hope you will truly love the island province of Catanduanes. We're so proud of this island. We're so proud of what we don't have. We don't have traffic, we don't have pollution, and usually the domestic problems are so confined within the island. So that's why we're saying that we're truly sturdy, we're truly resilient, and we're always the coping, smiling, beautiful people. When asked, usually we're performing now so well in the licensure exam. We started with the top 1, 2, 3 in the licensure exam for civil engineering in 2011. In 2015, we got the top 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for the licensure exam for teachers, and consistently for nursing, midwifery, and other programs. And if people ask me what's in being Katandunganon that you're doing so well in licensure exam and even in competitions with the engineering, with UP, sasabihin nila, ayan na yung mga halimaw. They're doing so well. Sabi ko, maybe because we're so used to being battered by typhoon, and that were ecotypes of typhoon. So we're so used, we don't develop some advantages showing that we have that kind of adaptation, but our hormones, our enzymes are so resilient, so used to being battered by typhoon. And that's the beauty of being in Catanduanes. So hopefully, this kind of resiliency will rub in each one of us because it would mean sharing to the world what we have. So thank you. I hope Doc Jim, you get now the coordinators for the field trip. Yeah. So that's it. Hopefully you had a nice stay in our island and hope to see you more in more activities like this. I'm saying to Miss Jen that we will have more engagement to really have published works because this will be the output of the grant given to us by the Commission on Higher Education. So see you around. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Madam President. But before we really go, it's really important to reintroduce to you, all of you, our plenary speakers, starting from, of course, would like to call on Dr. Leslie Lubos from Liceo de Cagayan University. Opo, opo. He spoke in the other, in Hall B. We have Dr. Eunice Mares Ariola from the, then we have Miss Iris Boliosos from the Marine Science Institute representing Dr. Aleta Iniguez. Both of them are ocean observers or protectors, they call it. We have Dr. Harold Monteclaro from the University of the Philippines in the Visayas, Institute of Policy for Fisheries. Of course, we have Dr. Florencia G. Claveria, who extended her stay until October 1 for you to be here. So it's so precious. It really, yeah, that. Hello, ma'am. To stay? Well, yes, ma'am. Yeah. If you want to, for those who'd like to say, I'll give you 3 minutes. No. Good job.
I thank you so much. I forgot to say something about it earlier. I should have directed that question to that recommendation to the board. We're here. We're trying to improve the way we do research, the way we consolidate our data in terms of publications. I know the university has a journal. I think this is the best time to also encourage those coming from other universities in the country to submit their papers to your journal. And that's one way of, introducing your journal. And that should entice you to work on your editorial board,
Oh, very good.
members of
Thank
the
you very much.
editorial
Yeah.
board.
Yeah, we will.
And I would gladly be a member of your board.
Yes.
If that is,
Thank you.
I think you should go into that.
Thank you very much.
Listening to the findings of the students from Zamboanga and from Cavite, I think those should be tapped. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
You are God sent. That's the next statement I would like to ask if the others would like me to sit in the board, and I hope that will be very, very nice. And we are really going to publish for the proceedings plus this journal issue of the university's referee journal. And I hope it will always be yes to the others. May I continue introducing because it was, and thank you, ma'am. I hope really you will be coming back always here after you retire from the University of De La Salle end of December. I was informed by the administration in Manila. The next speaker whom I'm going to introduce is Miss Jennifer Yong from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Terima kasih. Terima kasih. Saya bicara bahasa Indonesia di bahasa Malaysia. The next one is Dr. Gio Itani. We had some special sessions just last night. Dr. Shinbu, of course, we have to meet him at the RC Executive Inn, and we have to be with them last night. So I disappeared in the Amenia resort. Then we have Miss Sharon M. Ariola. The spelling is different. Ariola, A-R-R-I-O-L-A. Did I? Reverend Father Renato R. De La Rosa. I'm corrected already. Please raise for the plenary session of the special symposium. Then, of course, our green, not green-minded, no, but wearing a green shirt there, Mr. Felizardo Colombo. Please stand. Okay, the tallest mountain of Catanduanes. on the highest mountain of Catanduanes. He is the president of the Green and former Board of Regent member of the university. Am I right, ma'am? Okay. And of course, for the other speakers or other session papers whom we will introduce during the closing ceremony. I should thank the two um, people there who helps me, Dr. Joalim Vela for assisting us in the last session. Then we have Miss Catherine De Leon from the DepEd or San Miguel Rural Development High School for assisting us. Thank you very much. And may now give to the floor finally to the tour. So, tour manager or tour chair.
Good morning once again. May I give you some important details regarding the tour? I think the weather is friendly again. So before we proceed, may I ask the facilitators and the tour guides to go in front for recognition. So there are four groups in this field study. So for field study 1, we have the Luyang Cave, Batong Paluway, Agoho Mangrove Site, Talisoy Beach, Twin Rock, Palnab Mangrove Site. And may I give you the facilitators, Mr. Christian Aldea, Miss Daisy Avila, and the tour guide from the tourism department, Miss Kim Aguilar. Okay. For field study 2 and field study 4, you have the same size but in different groups. So for us to be easy to manage you. So we have for field study 2, Batu Church, Batalay Church, Radar Station, Baras Mangrove Area, Balakay Point, Puraaran, Binorong Point, and Bote. And we have your facilitators, Professor Sonia Sapico, Professor Abilisa Evangelista, Mr. Francis Olonan, and we have Miss Marjorie Avila from the Tourism Department. For field study 3, Batong Paluway Church, Luyang Cave, Talisoy Beach, Twin Rock Beach Resort, Batu Church, Batalay Cross, Balakay Point, and Catanduanes Museum. We have your facilitators, Dr. Chualim Vela, Mr. Julie Yanan, and from the tourism, Irish May Casores and Mr. Wilfredo Francisco. For field study 4, we have Batu Church, Batalay Church, Radar Station, Baras Mangrove Area, Balakay Point, Puraaran, Binorong Point, and Bote. We have your facilitators, Mr. Felix Villacorta and Professor Rosel Ibarnalosa. So we will have our lunch in Amenia Beach Resort after this orientation. And cut off for the participants is after this orientation. So you have to register before we proceed with in Amenia for the lunch. Then from 12 to 12:30, that will be the assembly. So it's already 11:20, so we need to make our lunch fast. So at 12:30, we will have our takeoff. So the vans and the buses are already prepared. Then in your evaluation sheet, there is an inclusion of your tour. So you have to check it. And at the back of that will be your output, which will be the narrative, the synthesis, and the discussions of what you have learned in the area you have visited. That will be the examination. Okay, so if there is any query, you are free to approach our facilitators here. So we will now proceed to Amenya. Thank you so much. Excuse us. We have our bags here in front. May we request the all speakers to have picture takings at this on stage?